guys?
El baño está aquí.
Oh man.
Hello.
Oh man. Oh
We're in
man.
the same clothes.
Whoa. Wait a second here, because I was born second. Okay, but I was here first.
You're wearing my hand-me-downs.
You definitely got lighter, so congrats. No sleep! Tim.
Brooklyn. I didn't even...
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Well, wow. I have some very pressing news, and it's unfortunate, but it's the truth, and I want to be transparent as possible.
Say it.
I'm having a children.
You're having a children.
It's going to be a litter. It was a dog.
Ooh.
Schnauzer.
Hey, dude.
Schnauzer. Half Schnauzer,
Half
Mac.
Schmauzer,
Though.
half Mac.
Half Mac.
That's... I'm pretty sure illegal in all 50 states.
Well, I am a rule bender.
Those rules are not meant to be bent
Some rules
or
are.
broken.
Some rules are, dude. Like, for instance, jaywalking.
Oh,
And they're comparable.
I'll jaywalk all day long.
Oh, aren't you just the toughest little badass princess on the planet?
I'll look both ways, make sure there's no cars coming.
You
then
know
I'll look
why?
both ways again, make sure there's no cops, and then I'll jaywalk.
We gotta cover all our bases, make sure everything's clear. Guys, if you are struggling right now with erectile dysfunction, I would like to take a second out. I know that we just got started, but I want to thank our not a sponsor, Blue Chew. All it is, I've had a soft dick for years.
You've taken Blue Chew before?
Yeah,
I've never taken Blue Chew. I haven't heard a Blue Chew ad in months.
Well, because we're headed towards real catastrophe.
I think they solved the issue of erectile dysfunction.
There's many people who are still struggling, dude. Many people, and that's really, it's just because the world itself. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Shaun.
The world is so fucking full of wonder and mystique and just fucking cool shit.
It is. It's full of vast wonder. Yeah.
It's really inspiring sometimes when you go and do some stuff that you've either never experienced or stuff that you've seen.
Like on TV and shit?
Yeah, on TV and movies and stuff. And, what is the most wonderful thing that you could imagine?
Like sight that I could see, kind of, or like a action or some shit.
No, a sight that you like, or a scene that you could imagine, like just the most wonderful thing that you can imagine, like that you could come up with, or like
I don't know. That's pretty hard to think of.
I'll tell you mine first if you want, and then you can give you some time.
Give me a gauge.
All right, so the most wonderful thing that we could think of, right? So if I'm imagining wonder and just fucking joy and like mind-blowing, it's going to be a herd of hamsters. That's where we're starting, for sure. Maybe
a herd.
Dude, maybe thousands of them.
Thousands of hamsters.
A gigantic herd of hamsters. And they're going to be saddled up atop some corgis. So each hamster, maybe there'll be 4 hamsters per. So we have a herd of hamsters atop some corgis. They're gonna be they're gonna be maybe in a field of lilacs.
Field of lilacs.
They're fucking saddled up atop their
saddled
corgis. Just both things are chubby and cute and furry, dude. Right? And then there's gonna be a stage, ever-present stage.
Ever-present stage.
Right in the center, and it's gonna be like maybe like a general, like a military general, standing and giving a speech to rally the troops. Right. And the general in this
the
situation,
cavalry of
the general in this situation,
hamsters.
They're rallying up the cavalry of the hamsters.
Muster up.
And the corgis are their trusty steeds. And what's going to be basically the general in the situation is going to be Mr. Vaughn himself doing a handstand barefoot. So
that's the most wonderful thing you can imagine.
So it's pretty wonderful if we're honest. But Yeah, that's a good example, I feel like.
Well, that's off the charts. Like, I was gonna like. I kind of it's definitely
barefoot, dude.
naked.
No, not naked.
You said
dude.
naked, didn't
no,
you?
I said barefoot, dude. Don't turn me
Barefoot.
into some kind of criminal. Don't turn me into some kind of thought criminal. I don't want to do that to the people. Let's be civil.
All right.
Now,
So barefoot.
Now, wonderful. Barefoot, because we got to see them toes. But based off of that, like, just use your imagination.
Use my imagination. Shit. Yeah, no, I think I'm not gonna come up with something like that. I'm gonna say, and it ties into literally fucking what we did yesterday, but I like seeing, like when I went to LA, just like you could see the whole city, and just knowing the amount of lives going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's fucking wonderful. And yesterday, when we went to the Big Apple,
Where did we go?
New York, Manhattan.
Oh, and what did we do? What did the crawl do?
We took over the city
Woo-wee! Woo-wee!
in our own way.
Welcome, guys.
We crawled.
We did a motherfucking
But
crawl.
yeah, that was fucking
for ya.
wonderful. Just the amount of lives going on around us was
Dude,
insane. The amount of shit.
Just to imagine, like,
That was wonderful.
every one of those people, and there's fucking, no matter where you are in New York City, there is thousands of people around you.
Yeah.
And no matter where you
Tens
are,
of thousands. Like,
no matter where you are, dude, every one of those people, every one of those cars that you see pass on the freeway, every one of the people you see waiting across the street, all of them have a story.
separate lives.
All of them have, like, interesting shit about them, passions and hobbies and
Just like
fucking families.
just like our own.
It's wild, dude. It's really so wild, dude.
What are you fucking playing footsies with me under the fucking table, dude? God damn. Not when the camera's rolling.
It's really that is a really good example, dude. That might be better than the hamster brigade, because the fact that there's just so much life on this fucking world is
Yeah.
inspiring, dude.
It's crazy.
It's wonderful.
It is wonderful.
You know, but there is something too, like, okay, so when you watch old movies like from the 50s and 60s and even 40s and stuff, or you hear people talk about New York City, right? One of the biggest things that I have with New York is the fact that people glamorize and romanticize the city. And I kind of wanted to bring that up because I want to talk to you about that train of thought and, like, why do we as people do that? Because when you'll glamorize it, right? And they'll say, like, oh, the bright lights and the beautiful city and all the opportunity and growth and shit like that. But you get there and there's literally homeless people pressed up against a wall like this, doing a squat and shitting on the wall. They don't ever tell you that in the movies. What the
That's
hell?
implied.
Marilyn Monroe ain't never told me about that.
It's implied. It comes with this. It comes with the city.
Golly, dude.
But
It's
there
like,
are all those things that you said.
there definitely are, but there's a dichotomy just like anything else in life. But we've romanticized the shit out of things. Is it only stuff that feels out of reach or like distant memories that we can never go back to? That there is a phenomenon that happens. Like romanticizing something, right? So like say I have a memory from 10 years ago and and you romanticize it and you remember it, you exaggerate certain details and you look at it with like rose-colored glasses, right? And it's the same thing for New York City. It's the same thing people think about Hollywood. But when you get there, the reality is never what the expectation was based off of how you romanticize the idea of it. And that's
Why
true.
do we do that?
That's true to a lot of shit too. I mean, just talk about it. Like maybe not try to figure out why we do it, but we can. Why do you think we do?
I don't know. I don't. I have no idea why we do the shit like that.
We do shit like that.
Like we just build shit up in our head. I mean, overthink things a lot.
Yeah.
That's probably part of the romanticizing something is overthinking it, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But we do it with a lot of other shit too. Like not places but we do it with literally anything in life. Like, all right, like I used to play hockey, right? You did too.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped playing, and now when I remember playing hockey, like I was mediocre at best. I'm fat. I'm really not super athletic. I'm not terrible. But
I was pretty good. You're better than me, dude.
I always wanted to be better, right? No matter what. But when I remember it, I look at myself like I was fucking Wayne Gretzky, tearing it up because I romanticized the shit out of it because I miss doing it.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
I
fell a lot. So when I think about hockey, I think about
falling.
Falling a lot.
I think about the feeling of the ice on my fucking underarm, like playing like that.
Yeah, busted elbows.
Yes, sir.
Fucking
yes, sir. You know, but in reality, though, I just want to do a PSA because New York, you ain't America's hero. You ain't that, but you might think you are, but you ain't that because the reality is it'll never match the expectation because people glamorize the idea worldwide.
I mean, well, I thought it matches. I think it matches the expectation.
Really?
Like, for me, like New York City is everything that I imagined and want it to be. You know what I mean? Like,
But it's dirty.
I don't give a shit about. It's a city, dude, and it's like
It's dirty.
it's like the world's city. Like everybody around the world wants to go to New York City.
And they do.
The amount of people that own Yankee apparel across this world,
You'll
dude.
see people in a village in India who may or may not even have internet activity or connectivity. Maybe they don't even have fucking regular resources. But I guarantee they have some merch from the Yankees.
Yeah, there's Yankee shit. Oh, and there's always
the
a Kobe
Minions.
Bryant.
Yeah, the
And
Kobe
the-
Bryant,
yeah.
the Minions, like the Walmart T-shirt with the Minions on it. But listen, dude, the Minions are sick. Kobe is sick. And the Yankees, I could see why people like them. But it's strange. It's fucking. Do you think that that's like the brand? Like, do you think that that's the impact of a major brand like that, or do you think that?
I think
'Cause
that
obviously they don't really
New York
support-
and the Yankees are so fucking synonymous that
They're
they're just like they just wear the Yankee shit because it's, I don't know, like New York. You know what I mean? Like they're like. It's
they
not.
take
They're
off
not
the
baseball
hat.
fans.
That's what I was kind of getting.
But it's like, oh, New York, yeah, like.
That's what I was kind of getting at. Like, I don't think they could tell me the third baseman for the Yankees right now.
I couldn't. I fucking
They'll take
know.
off the hat and they'll say, New York, New
Yeah,
York.
yeah.
But it's cool, man. It feels like the world envies America, obviously. And I hope that I'm not, for all our foreign listeners, you know, this is definitely going to come off pretentious, and I'm dumb.
Dumb.
I am a big, fat, dumb ass. But it feels like America is the envy of the world. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say.
So,
I
pop
feel like
culture,
that.
the theory of celebrity, or the idea of celebrity, and money and cars and you know, fucking. That all is synonymous with America. And in that way, on a more micro scale, New York is synonymous with America at large. The same way that those things that I just named are synonymous with America, New York is synonymous with America. It's just mini America. It's a consolidated version of
what America is as a whole.
Exactly, dude. And that's the fucking cool part. But you're still not the hero. Because there's far too many rodents. There's far too much real gritty, nasty stuff. But I love it. But you ain't the hero. I would say.
Dude, I didn't see any rats. I didn't see any rats or cockroaches.
I had one experience with a rat. I had been held in a piss stream for a little bit too long, dude, and I was having a very hard time even walking. I was getting cold sweats down my the little of my back, dude. It was almost disastrous, and it was almost like a godsend. And we found a underneath a bridge. There was just a row of probably 20 porta potties. Mm-hmm. The Porta Johns.
You picked the winner.
I picked the winner, dude. I picked the winner. It was a homeless camp under the bridge, and they had lined up toilet accommodations for them so they'd stop the spread of shitting in the streets. Mm. And so I hopped in the last one on the corner, and I was taking that piss, dude. It felt awesome. I had been holding it quite a while.
Dude, you were in there for like 10 seconds.
You want to know why?
Yeah, I know why. Well, yeah. I want to know why.
Because I'm taking a piss, and inside of the fucking porta potty toilet, something's swimming in there, dude. And it just comes, and it's dark. It's dark outside. It's already dark enough in that water. Man, you had one of them big, fat, bad boys swimming.
Cat-sized rat.
God damn,
swimming
dude.
Around in
so
there,
I never did a pud retraction so quick in my life, dude.
Retract that pud. Get out of there.
Ooh-wee, dude. I was fucking scared, bro.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what it is, but you see movement where there's not supposed to be movement. Well, it was worrisome. It was worrisome. I'm surprised I didn't piss all over myself, dude, because I really did retract that pud. Yeah. I retracted my pud very quickly, dude.
I don't know. I'd freak the fuck out.
There was no time for me to even cut the stream. So God, it was a POG of sorts, just to loop back around. But that rat was a big one. One time I was in the subway with Danny, with Chip, the guy who was basically like our tour guide. He's one of my best friends. But we were on the subway one time, going somewhere. I don't remember where we were going, but we were sitting there waiting for the train to come, and right, in the bottom, like where the track is. So there's like the what are they? The platforms.
And
then there's it's underneath where the track is. There was literally probably like at least 30 rats like this.
God damn, dude.
They were fucking
rats
huge.
Are fucking gross. I'm not glad I didn't see one. I wanted to see one. I wanted to see the gross.
They carry disease,
rat.
dude.
I know they carry disease, but a rat from afar is like, ooh, whoa, look at that thing. That's
dang,
crazy.
Dude, they're fucking disease transmitters, dude. That's a disease transmitter. And it's not right for us.
There's like,
it's not even. I feel bad for the rats themselves.
I think they outnumber people in the city. I feel like they do.
How many are there?
I don't know. There's 9 million people in the city.
How many?
9 million.
9 what?
9 million.
9 what? Harness the power.
Fucking million. Yeah, there's 9 million people in the city. But
in New York City in general.
I think there's more rats.
Think there's more rats?
Yeah. What is those? The numbers? There's 2 million rats.
That's wild.
There's an estimated 2 million rats.
2 million rats.
Oh my!
What is the population of Boston?
600,000. Something maybe. I have no idea.
Me either.
Something about that. We'll run with it.
So
there's more rats in.
There's more
New
than
York
2
City
times as many rats in New York.
There's not 2 million people in Boston. I don't think.
Maybe there is.
Maybe I fucking know.
What's the number on it?
What does that say?
We were pretty close.
What?
We were pretty close. 700,000. Just under 700,000. There's more than twice as many rats in the city of New York as there is in the city. People in the city of
in Boston.
Oh my God!
Estimated. They don't even know. There could be more.
I bet you there is more.
That's wild, dude.
I bet you there is more.
Dude, they eat anything. They eat through concrete. Fucking, they'll eat holes. Like,
you better not leave any children unsupervised.
They'll take those children.
Those rats are big enough to
take those. A gaggle of rats will come and pick up a small child and run off with it.
Those rats are big enough to take a child, dude. Honestly, if you are a smaller sized midget, they'll run off with you. That's why you can't walk alone in New York anyways. They say it's the crime. They say it's the violence. It's whatever. But
It's the rats.
In all honesty,
it's the rats.
But it's on a grid, so it's all right.
It's on a grid.
It's on a grid. So
you can't get lost. It's all on a grid.
So wherever those rats take and drag you to with their little fucking teeth, oh, God. Anything buck-toothed.
Buck-tooth.
That's why I won't go to Mississippi. I don't
a lot
trust,
of buck-tooth out there.
I don't trust nothing that is buck-toothed. To my Haitian listeners, I love you to death. Love you to death. Nabule.
What do you mean?
But
buck-tooth.
But they all got buck teeth over there.
I never noticed that.
Yes, you fucking have. Don't you
I
ever?
don't. I really honestly don't.
Are you around enough Haitians to gather a
I
consensus?
don't know. I don't know if I am or not.
Ça passe. But y'all have gap teeth. Let's be fucking blunt. Let's be a little bit honest, okay? I love you, but I don't trust you because
We're talking buck teeth.
buck teeth. I don't trust it. And rats have these little buck teeth, these little fucking ratatouille little fang things, dude, and they're rectangular. They're a little too long for my comfort.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They're a disgusting creature. But I still would have liked to have seen one.
Just to get that experience.
Not close up. Yeah, I just wanted to see like 20 rats run across the street.
Dude, can you do that rat noise you do?
Oh, the.
No, you did it wicked fast and intensely one time.
I can't really.
It was mad fucking funny. It made me laugh so much, but New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps,
Is it the City of Lights? The City of Dreams.
City of Dreams, dude. And
Speaking of freedom and hope.
It's crazy that New York is considered the City of Dreams and L.A. isn't.
I think LA is probably considered the City of Dreams.
The city of broken dreams and
City of broken dreams.
broken spirits.
And no ice creams.
That's why they're all so fucking fake in L.A.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest differences about New York. It reminded me of my time in L.A. And it is just fucking night and day, dude. I would take New York City 1,000 times out of 1,000 over L.A.
It's like polar opposite versions of the same thing. Like they're both super flashy as fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's true, but New York has this flashiness to it. It's like a complex, right?
Yeah.
Let's try to like give personality to both cities and compare them, right? New York is braggadocious,
but
it's got this complex of humility too. They got this fucking sadness, dude. They got this anger,
grit, and anger, and
that rage lives in them, dude.
It feels real.
We was getting beeped at, Playboy.
I only got beeped at once. I love driving around there. It's awesome. Got to be a little aggressive.
I don't like driving aggressive because I get
pedestrians don't have the right of way. At least I don't give them the right of way.
Nobody has the right of way is taken.
You got to take your.
It ain't automatically granted.
It's on you.
No, see out here in the regular world,
for real.
Out here, there's laws that we must abide by, and certain people are granted the right of way. In New York, you fucking take it.
You take it.
If you're a biker, if you're a grandmother crossing the road, if you're, there's maybe a one-legged woman that maybe was recently transposed. I was going to say sexual changed. If it was once born a man, but now she is a woman, love her to death, dude. God bless her. Good, best of luck.
You got to take your right away on that left.
You also take the right away, but maybe that's the very same trans person has 4 or 5 children who are all disabled behind her. Maybe she has one child that's missing one eye.
And they're all walking across the street.
But he's missing one eye, but the other eye is cockeyed. So maybe that's, and then another one maybe is completely spina bifida up.
Spina bifida.
And, goes with whatever goes with that.
I don't even know what that is.
One's definitely got Lou Gehrig's disease. And what do we got? 2 more? Maybe the other one's missing both arms and both legs. A little nubbish.
And they're being pulled in a
in a sled.
in a sled, not even a wagon.
and then, of course, if we're talking disabled, then the last one's missing both elbows. It's just forearm, a little floater piece,
A little connector piece.
Little connector piece. And then the rest of the arm. But so that trans woman and all her children are crossing the street. They gotta take that right away.
They gotta take the right away. Yeah.
Taxi cabs, bicyclists, everybody.
Taxi cabs.
Even the ambulance ain't granted a right away. Ain't nobody pulling over.
There was so many times where there was like ambulance, fire trucks, police cars, and the people, they were like sitting at red lights waiting to go.
Motherfuckers dying every day.
Like,
God damn it, I need to get to the fucking grocery store. I don't care if you're dying, James. I don't care. Ambulance, woo-wee, yeah, fuck you. They don't give a shit, dude.
No.
New York is just different. They act different. They act fucking belligerent sometimes. It's hard.
I like it though. I love that grit.
It's hard, dude. It's a hard ass city. It's a hard ass city, dude.
LA
I think
ain't like that. They're plastic and fake and trying to fit a mold.
Fluffy. Everybody wants to be like each other. Nobody got a fucking person. Everybody got a personality in LA.
They suppress it and try to act like one.
Yeah, it's the same personality.
Yeah.
Like they all. I wonder if there's like maybe there's pamphlets that go out in LA.
Like
maybe they have
gotta
pamphlets.
act like this.
Everything is mailed out to every person that lives there. Even the homeless. They go, if you don't have a home to mail it to, they walk around and they say, here's your pamphlet. Here's your annually pamphlet. And they like, it's like the code book.
It's like it's the LA personality code book.
And they got to go through it, check for revisions and stuff, and just like fine tune their personality to fit the mold. You know, New York ain't like that. It's a little more rugged. It's a little more like home. I felt New York feels like a home away from home. Or like home on max volume.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know.
I could see myself living in New York.
Me too.
For a little bit. Definitely.
How long would you stay out there? Like, would you do just indefinitely or would
I don't know. Definitely not indefinitely because I wouldn't want to raise kids out there. Definitely
not.
New York City is like not a place for children. It's just not.
Dude, you get some really hard ass 6-year-olds.
Like I don't want my kid to have a fucking like an edge.
Before
they're 4 years old.
Yeah,
like
I don't want my kid. I don't want my kid to have an edge until they're at least like 16.
And when it's normal to get that fucking
then they could be a little bit of a badass, but until then,
but suburban badass. So you know,
you'll be ran up on by a gaggle of fucking 6-year-olds in New York, dude. You'll get mugged, robbed, and beat up.
Yeah.
It'll be bad news bears, dude, because they're just tough. They're tough people. I think their skin is made out of fucking what's it called?
Leather?
No, you
chalkboard.
Use it,
what are you doing?
No, you use it to sandpaper.
Sandpaper.
I think like every
sandpaper grit.
They got high grit skin, dude. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But I love New York, dude. Every time I'm there, it's that sense of wonder. It's that fucking. It just feels electric, dude. It's fucking magnificent and it's beautiful as shit. Like, dude, some of those sites we saw yesterday, that was your first time seeing them, right? Like the bridges and.
Yeah, like doing shit like that.
That stuff, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking. I've never been to Brooklyn before.
Yeah,
that was sick.
We went to almost every borough. We went to everywhere except for Harlem and Long Island. So we went to 3 of them. We went to Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Bronx.
Queens,
4 of them. And
basically just drove around the Bronx.
Yeah, kind of just like drove right through the Bronx. We went to like. I don't even know, Yonkers. I think that's pretty much it. We didn't even go see the Yankee Stadium.
No.
But that's fine with me.
Well, I don't give a shit.
But we, what did we do in Queens? We went to Jamaica, Queens.
I think we just drove around there too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
But Queens was lively, dude.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like Somerville a little bit.
Or Cambridge,
Cambridge.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying that. I haven't really spent a lot of time outside of like the immediate outskirts of Boston, like Cambridge, Somerville, Brighton,
I didn't get
Brookline. Like
it just looked like that to me. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I didn't get that feel. But.
It kind of has that vibe. Dude. But it's not as like all those neighborhoods that I just mentioned that we're talking about in Boston. They're all like college towns.
Yeah, well, these aren't
Queens is like
areas.
Yeah,
just like
Queens is like residential, just fucking. But it does look like that with the trees.
We went to Coney Island. That was fucking cool.
Once we got into Brooklyn, Coney Island is cool.
Um,
That's like the Venice Beach of New York City.
basically.
Yeah.
It was. I liked fucking seeing all places like from GTA 4. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that from GTA 4. Oh yeah.
Dude, the whole fucking time we were fucking walking around, we were saying that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, I remember doing this mission there. Like,
Yeah.
at Coney Island, there was a mission where you were a sniper in a building across the way, and you had to shoot somebody on the carousel.
Yeah.
And we were fucking walking by the Cyclone or whatever, and we were like, oh, shit.
Fucking and then and then we met up with fucking
Chip Flock,
Chip
make the
Flock.
shit hot. That's
yeah,
my
yeah.
boy.
Dude. That pizza place, L&B's Pizza, dude.
L&B's Pizza in Brooklyn, New York.
Dude,
You guys should definitely, if you're
It's-
ever in Brooklyn, go to L&B's Pizza
it's
in
hard
Brooklyn,
for me
New York.
to say that that's not my favorite pizza, but you did make a good point when I brought that up.
Yeah, but
Pizza is no matter where, there's always gonna be a better pizza. No matter like in this world, there's just so much good pizza that there's always going to be a better one. I think.
and honestly, I've had so much pizza in my life that it's hard for me to remember all of it. It's kind of like music. It's like I can't tell you who my favorite musician is, but I can tell you a few of my favorites, and it's definitely on that list. The thing about L&B's, it's like crust first, mozzarella cheese, sauce on top of the cheese,
And
and
then like Parmesan or something.
Parmesan, crushed red pepper. You could add all that. The garlic powder.
Garlic powder. Oh, dude, it was just so fucking good. Dude.
Hell yeah, I really missed that. I wish we
I wish
we
we got
should
a
have
whole
we should have
fucking
got one
pizza,
whole
dude.
pizza
Oh,
each.
man.
We should have got one whole pizza each and brought that bitch home. Why didn't we do that?
I don't know.
I was never thinking about it. Dang, son.
Well, we were like, oh, we can only eat like a couple slices so we can eat mad food later.
That was the first place we went to, but we honestly didn't end up. We ended up eating very high quality food later, but it's not like we were eating as much. I expected it to be more of a food crawl, like where we go and try a bunch of different like New York foods. It ended up just being a New York.
Go to New York and
The crawl
fun,
takes
do
the
whatever.
Big Apple. Who? The City of Lights. We were the brightest ones, dude. You start to look around and it starts to seem real, dude. Your dreams, when you're around a whole bunch of people, dude, at least me, when I'm around a whole bunch of people and I see people like Times Square, right? We went over there. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I was actually like freaking out in my head because there was like 6,000 people there. It was fucking crazy, and nobody. Was
And there was
masks.
there was some shit baking up because there was no mask being worn. New York, you're fucking sick.
No masks, dude.
You guys must have not ever. You ain't never learned, dude. You were just the
It's-
fucking epicenter
it's-
of coronavirus,
It's
dude.
the fucking COVID kitchen.
What's in the COVID
It's the
kitchen?
COVID kitchen.
The COVID kitchen is Times Square. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Honestly,
Well, we
put on a mask. You guys,
were there.
come on.
What the hell's wrong with us too? Like,
True, but
we
we were
added to
safe.
it.
We were taking every
But-
precaution. And a lot of people, I'm sure, were, but there was a lot of people
dude,
who weren't.
remember the Minnie Mouse lady fucking like grabbed your hand?
I was trying not to remember that. To be completely honest with you, dude, I'm walking down, walking around. Minnie Mouse, dude, she didn't even have a fucking full head costume.
It was
a mini little fucking
Minnie Mouse head here, and then her face just like.
she was just an old Latin woman in a red polka dotted dress, dude, with a Minnie Mouse head hat, dude. I'm walking around, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden I feel
Come with me.
grabs the back of
What?
my hand, dude. Touches the back of my hand, and normally, I'm an advocate for touch.
I'm a touch advocate.
In general, I really appreciate some touch.
Pre-corona, I'm all about the touch.
Even post-corona, if it's done right, but I need to watch you wash your hands. And if Minnie Mouse, old Latin woman, is touching the back of my hand in the middle of fucking Times Square,
yeah.
she's touching thousands of other hands. And mommy, what the fuck are you doing? She touches the back of my hand. I go, whoa, what are you doing? Don't touch my hand.
Yeah, no.
She probably thought I was on drugs.
On drugs, dude. She was. What the fuck was she grabbing your hand for? God
Dude,
damn.
it's mysterious, dude. It's
fucking-
mysterious what these people must be thinking. Because this thing is like, okay, I know that it's 99.9 whatever, blah, 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 percent survival rate, but the pure amount of people who are getting this thing, there are still thousands. Again, just now, like we just got to this point again. Because it was going
like
down.
Thousands a day or something.
Thousands of people are dying a day. It doesn't matter if 99.7 or 99.97% of people who get it are fine. That's great, and I'm fucking very thankful it's not more. But if millions of people are getting this thing, that little 0.01% is going to be hundreds of thousands of people, dude, or tens of thousands of people who are dying. Dying. What the fuck are people thinking?
They're
no masks,
dude,
touching everything, dude. They're fucking slobs, dude.
It was like nothing was going on.
Take care of yourselves, people, please. If you're listening to this right now, go pause the video.
Wash your hands.
But before you wash your hands,
What?
click that like button, please, because it really helps. If nothing else, it helps my pride. Subscribe. Leave comments if you fucking feel so inclined. Once you're done doing that, go wash your hands. Take care of your life.
Maybe come back and finish up the episode.
Yeah, but before you do that, though, don't come back immediately. Maybe wait 5 to 8 minutes so it registers, and then maybe you take out.
Maybe make yourself a sandwich or something.
Make the sandwich or take out the hamburger for dinner. Defrost that thing. Stop.
So you don't have to use the microwave.
Why are you watching The Crawl? Huh?
Go
And
watch
guess
something better.
None of them hit us up to come on The Crawl this time. Well, Christoph Porzlingsdick did.
But we were already in there.
We were there when he called.
Nobody hit us up. Somebody could have came to New York City with us.
You missed out on a cool opportunity, guys.
Came
Come
to New
on.
York City and
hit that DM if you
around.
want to call. We're all just trying to do this thing to get outside of where the fuck we're used to being at and challenge ourselves a little bit, dude.
Well, we're probably going to be going to New York City a lot more.
Yeah, if that's something that interests you and you're fucking trying to come and roll around with the Crawl boys, you want some more, baby? Maybe they want some more, baby.
Maybe they want to come on the Crawl, baby. See the Big Apple, baby. Why do they call it the Big Apple?
Danny said it's because it was shaped like an apple.
You ever seen Manhattan from the sky? No,
It's a grid.
it ain't no apple.
It's a grid. There's not even any round edges. There's no curves to New York
I didn't even
City.
see one apple.
Everything from New York, everything in New York City, from the people's attitudes to the structures of the buildings to the streets themselves and the design, everything's
a grid.
Everything's a grid. Everything's rigid. You're all rigid. Everything. If there was one adjective I could use to describe New York City, I would say rigid.
Rigid.
And DUI attorneys literally have the hardest job ever. It's true.
Well, you can't really.
How do you defend it?
How do you defend a DUI? Yes, he did smash into that fence.
Cheryl
knocked
Robinson
over 3 telephone poles and
kill that fucking kid on the bike. But
I didn't want to go there.
Well, listen, dude, it happens. Stop drinking and fucking driving, you bozo. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't be the one that has to tell you that. Let's start fucking thinking once in a while, yeah? Stop drinking and driving. But DUI attorneys, how do you defend it?
How do you defend it?
Cheryl Johnson, please come.
Next time he won't do it.
It's hard to say whether or not Cheryl was truly under the influence when
Your
she
Honor,
was pulled over.
The dog was 16 years old. If I can...
Oh, the one you hit.
Well, he hit.
The one he hit.
Yeah.
16 years old. Okay, I'll take that into
That's an
consideration.
old dog, dude. 16.
Now imagine if that was a 6-year-old child on a bike.
Dude, I don't want to imagine that.
They have a tough job. It's hard because Cheryl won't change. Cheryl's going to go out of court today and drink. She's going to drink, dude. She's already got the Fireball in the glove box. She picked it up on the way to court.
On the way to court.
Come on, man. And she's just going to deal.
She probably has a suspended license. I'm assuming. It's
So do I. Lock me up.
I thought you took care of that.
In Connecticut? I got the AO.
Or what was it, a toll? You didn't pay a toll or some shit?
Dude, it was fucking
some
dumb,
bullshit.
dude. It was fucking, my registration got canceled.
Oh, in Connecticut.
Because I couldn't afford my car insurance. And it was
in Connecticut fucked you with you.
Just so stupid.
That's stupid.
Lawyers probably have a lot of like internal turmoil that they deal with.
They probably, I mean,
constantly like representing people that you
like
morally
defending.
Yeah, defending people that you don't morally like. You probably don't even believe them. And you probably look at them and feel sick to your stomach because of some of the shit that they've done.
Yeah.
But you still have to.
How do you defend it?
It takes a different
money.
type. It's like a surgeon or something. It's like it is, the money is the incentive, which it's crazy.
But like,
especially like a DUI, say worst case scenario, right? And I'll stop saying all that bad shit about like the bike and car accidents and shit, but say the worst thing possible happens and you're a DUI attorney.
How do you?
What, like at that? What? Why would you ever choose to be that type of lawyer, dude? Because that's literally, you are just around people who are making terrible choices where, like, you could be an attorney for fucking writing wills. Why would you get into that line
will
of work?
writing is fucking boring as shit. But
or defense
yeah,
attorneys.
it is. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to.
Oh, that's a good point. Our buddy John just said that maybe something happened in their life, like maybe one of their parents or their wife or something. I think is what you said.
Dude.
Yeah, your dad.
They went through
something traumatic, so now
they want to help out.
Yeah, but that would be the I don't know any court lingo, but that would not be the person defending.
Well, maybe
the drunk driver. That would be the prosecutor.
Well, I feel like defenders will be
yeah. Like a rehabilitation type of thing. Yeah, maybe it's that.
Oh yeah,
it could be that.
Helping them switching on the back end. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a good dude and fucking one problem. Yeah, it's probably like a rehabilitative agenda for those guys.
Yeah.
But lawyers got a tough job anyways, dude, because honestly, it is probably trying on their conscience to constantly be representing people who they don't agree with. It's crazy, you know, but I don't know why I thought of that, but New York is...
There's a lot of lawyers in New York.
And there's a lot of drunk drivers, I guess. It would be very hard to drunk drive in that city.
Yeah, I don't...
It's hard to sober drive.
Obviously, but it's hard to sober drive. I don't... Anybody that drives drunk in the fucking city...
Yeah, but it's a grid.
It's a grid, but dude, that doesn't mean you're not gonna smash into the car in front of you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Or what if you turn left? Oh, I'm in the fucking right lane. Got to get across 4 lanes of traffic in one block.
It's spooky drive. It's fucking crazy. Sketch. Shit gets hairy over there.
It does. But it's fucking. I don't think anybody could possibly drive drunk in the city like that without immediately hitting something upon pulling out of the fucking parking spot.
People just should stop driving drunk in general.
Probably.
Fucking dumb, dude. It's so dumb.
Uber exists, dude.
Just call it Uber.
What the fuck?
If you're too broke to afford an Uber, you shouldn't be at the bar. What the fuck is wrong with you? But it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But New York has this appeal to it, dude. And it's got this, it's electric, dude. It has this sense to it where you're there and you feel, and you said it on the ride in. You were like, I remember we were taking the on-ramp to enter into the Bronx. We had just seen our first, layout of a cityscape. It wasn't Manhattan, but it was still,
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, I just feel part of it. I just feel closer to people.
Yeah, I said something like that. I forget exactly what I said, but it was something like that. Closer to, I I don't know. I forget. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm fucking an idiot, dude.
You're fucking space-headed ass. It's the dabs. The dab will do you, dude. Dab will do
I don't
you.
even do dabs that much.
Dab will do you.
Yeah.
Snot rocket. I didn't like
Snot
dabs
rocket.
because they always remind me of boogers.
Boogers.
Yeah.
Oh, they do look
It's
like
gross.
fucking snouts.
Gross. 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 And they made me die, dude. When I was smoking weed, dabs would really just be retarded, dude.
They ripped up my throat, dude.
Golly.
It's fucking, it hurts. Harsh.
It's like the Juul.
It's because
You try to quit smoking, we're going to give you something that's going to make your
Dude, the
throat
Juul fucking-
bleed.
Yeah, dude, it hurts worse than cigarettes. I feel like my voice has gotten a little bit deeper since it started.
What if Big Tobacco bought out Juul?
They did. They're owned by Marlboro.
That's why. That's why. They make the Juuls nasty now. Back in the day when all the kids were smoking them and it was cool.
When it was cool to smoke and all the kids were smoking them.
When it's cool to smoke Juuls,
When it was.
it's not cool to smoke anything.
No.
But back when it was, it probably was not as harsh. Big Marlboro man probably got his hands on that thing and was like, "Yep,
Put in some
crank up
chemicals. Crank up them chemicals.
crank up the metal shards, dude."
I see you're not adding rat poison.
If I could just interject,
Yeah. Can I interject?
arsenic, more of it, more of it. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man. New York City, dude. I can't wait to go back.
Dude, I can't wait. We're gonna be going back a lot.
This was my favorite crawl that we've done, which is cool because which is cool,
Yeah.
you know, and it's hard.
There's so
dude.
much to do there, dude. There's
It's-
no way.
You never get bored.
Yeah.
Never get
We'll
bored.
never.
Dude,
It's too much.
I want to ask you guys listening right now or watching right now. As you know, if you've kept up or watched any of the old episodes, and you should if you haven't, but as you know, I got a little taste for the odd and the strange, and I think you do too.
A little bit.
I want you guys, if you ever find anything online, or if you have anything in your possession, or if you're like me and Alex and you like weird shit, send us like pictures and stuff, or like links and memes or whatever.
Yeah.
Just weird shit, because I need more like strange stuff in my life. Or if you guys have
We
any
need an influx of the weird.
I do, dude. Please give me your weird. I think it's interesting, dude. I think it's really fucking cool what people do to like occupy this boredom and this loneliness in our minds, because everybody feels it. Every one of us, and we just do different things to appease that part of us, or that, you know, craving in us to not be so lonely or not be so bored. What do you do? Send me your strange.
Send me your strange. That's not.
That ain't how I should have worded it, but it's
no.
how I did.
No.
It's how I did word it. So
We need
send me.
We need more
your
weird things in our lives.
strange. I really would like to see it. If it's cool, we'll put it up on everything. We'll put it up on Instagram, and fucking you'll probably end up on my story, and I'll shout you out. I'll at you and all that, dude. I just want to see weird stuff, or even do weird stuff. If you guys know of like
something weird or
Yeah.
strange to do.
hell yeah, brother.
A crazy, weird, strange, odd place. I'd like to go.
Yeah, if you got some like burlesque,
So let
but
me know.
Instead of, really sexy women, it's like almost borderline werewolf Cambodian men.
Werewolf-like Cambodian
Just
men.
hairy, dude, because that would be rare in itself, because
That-
Asian
yeah.
people are not typically super hairy.
A werewolf-like
See-
Cambodian man.
You see where I'm
Burlesque
going?
show.
You see where I'm going with
You
it?
can probably find that in New York City, which is why.
Oh God! Or if it's like a recently converted Muslim man who has now become Mormon. I would love to know his backstory.
Yeah, dude. That's the oddest religion transition ever.
If you guys got strange, I want to see it. Send us your odd shit. If it's something like cool that we could do, that would be cool too, because we'll probably end up doing a crawl about it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to shout that out because I've been wanting to say it because I want to see weird shit. And I just keep forgetting. But, dude, New York, you guys, honestly, if you're from where we're from and you've never been out there, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Dude, it's only fucking, what did it take us, 3.5 hours to get there?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was it's super close, dude. We're so fucking close to it.
People, I always thought that it was way more out of reach.
Yeah, if you ever been to Six Flags in Springfield, it's only like an hour further than that. Like, it really is not bad.
Dude, guys, it's fucking incredible. And a lot of you guys know this already. We're talking about New York City. We're talking about the belle of the motherfucking ball. The belle of the American ball. But listen, New York, you ain't the hero. But you are the belle of the ball, and you're the finest girl in the whole school.
In the whole school.
You're the finest girl in the whole school. And everybody just, wants to be either in you or be you. In New York, that's just how it is.
That is fucking true.
That's just how it is, New York. And, I was out there just getting it out, getting that sense of adventure and that sense of fucking wonder.
See what it's all about.
Just see the lights, dude. I've been there a ton. But
I've only been there like twice.
Really?
That was my second time actually getting out of the car in New York City.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
I'm glad.
And it lived up to every one of the hypes. I mean, I've been to like Times Square before.
What, the other time that you went?
The last time I went. But fucking yeah, I mean, that's all I did the last time I went. I stayed in a hotel, went to the Daily Show, and went to Times Square, and that's fucking it.
That's sick. I always wanted to go to one of those live recordings of a show like that.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was cool.
That's sick.
Do they
hold up cards that say laugh now?
Sometimes there was shit like that, but most of the time it wasn't. Just like the jokes landed, so the crowd would laugh.
Yeah, he was a funny dude.
Yeah. It was when Jon Stewart was there.
Yeah, man, that's cool, dude. New York, you got a charm about you. You really do. And you guys, I think you are a little bit angry, and I think it's strange to hear some of the intensity. But, you are a big reason of why America is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a real great representation of that. And I love it. I love you guys in New York, dude. And I have a really good time. Danny, I love you for taking the time out of your weekend to spend some time with the crawl, dude. And
showing us around
some of those spots, dude. Some of those spots that only a local would be able to know about. It's fucking dope, dude. We got, it's fucking amazing. America, we got everything. We got everything. If you guys never been to America,
come on down.
Come on down, dude. Come sleep in my bed.
Come sleep in my bed.
What are we on for time, Alex?
We're running at 53 minutes.
53? All right. I mean, how do you feel about this?
Wrapping it up, maybe? You gonna wrap it up?
You want to get going? It's been a crazy weekend.
Yeah,
we got our friend John's down from New Hampshire.
I didn't get home until 3:30, 4 o'clock last night or this morning.
I don't even fucking remember. I remember. It was I think I got home at 3:45, dude. I went to McDonald's, right? Because I was wicked hungry by the time that I got back in my hometown, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the late night menu. It says open till 4 a.m. I'm like, all right, great. It's fucking 3:07. I'm sitting there at the drive-thru like a bozo for 5 minutes just waiting for somebody to say hello. And I know they're in there because you can hear the feedback.
I thought it's a 24-hour McDonald's.
Well, I think the COVID, there's some restrictions. But yeah, I can hear the fucking feedback through the speaker. So somebody's headset is live.
In there.
And so that's why I sat there for as long as I did. And finally, right before I'm ready to pull off, maybe not 5, but maybe 2 minutes after I'd been there, I hear, we're going to be back in 9 minutes. And I was like, 9 minutes?
9
all right.
minutes?
For breakfast? Is it only the breakfast menu? Or are you changing shit? She's like, lunch.
Lunch. She just said lunch. At 4 a.m., lunch.
And
Damn.
she was like, "Are you gonna wait?"
Dude, McDonald's has been fucking up all my shit lately.
Really?
Yeah, the last like 10 times I went, they've just fucked it all up.
Why do they do it like that?
I don't know, dude. But I keep going back.
Because they got you in that stronghold, dude.
They got me in that stronghold.
We ain't going nowhere. They
45% of my meal is right. They know I'll still eat it and I won't complain.
Dude, no, because you'll eat anything
I'm not
from
going
McDonald's.
back through that fucking line.
Even a fish fillet, dude, and I hate them.
I hate fish fillets.
I fucking can't stand them. But if
Yeah.
I got one and it was mixed up, I'd eat it.
I'd eat it.
100% of the time.
Damn.
Oh, man. Hey, Crawl family, I really fucking love you to death. New York City, it was a pleasure.
It was a blast.
It was a fucking, dude. It was an awesome crawl, guys.
Yeah.
It was really, really freaking cool. I can't wait to go back. New York,
wait.
I love you. But the rest of us, and New York too, I want you guys to do me a little teensy-weensy little favor. I want you to oil yourself up.
Greased up.
With some canola oil.
Canola.
Or
Good oil.
some sunflower seed oil. And I want you to rub your body.
Just rub it down.
I want
Oil
you to
up.
rub your body, oil up, rub down.
Yeah.
And then I want you to do something every day.
That makes your life.
Feel like it's worth
it.
it. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Follow
us.
at The Crawl Podcast on Instagram.
Also, before I get up out of here, leave us a 5-star review if you could. If you really support the podcast and you love what we're doing, and you're really part of the Crawl family, please go on Apple Podcasts if you haven't already and leave a 5-star review. It doesn't even fucking matter what you say about the show.
Yeah, you could just smash the keyboard.
It just
It
helps
helps us out.
It helps us out. I'm not exactly sure how, but it helps us go up in the suggested when people search
algorithm, dumb
podcasts.
baloney.
And it would just help us grow this thing so we can keep doing more crawls
But
for you.
we'd appreciate it if you willing.
If you're willing, if and you reckon that is something you want to do.
You can do.
We also got a Patreon. You can follow my socials at Shawnee, SHAUNIE _Mac. Or his.
Lex at Lex the Tank Luger. You know how to spell it.
You know the vibes. Love you guys. See you next week.
Yeah, thanks.